after 3 days of Torino Short Film Market, for the first time, I thought that Italian short film industry should meet at the same table, let's say. Distributors, producers, festivals, mostly 3 fields, film schools, of course. So for me, it's mostly an opportunity to work together. And I asked to the people I know that are involved in the short film industry to submit speeches in the first part of the morning, so like short speeches on the main issues that touch the short film industry, and then discuss together. The goal is to meet first of all, and to build a strategy. I mean, the Italian short film industry is weak and at the institutional level, let's say. So it's not so represented, as you know, if you know a little bit the new law on cinema in Italy, and also abroad, compared to other countries, the Italian short films are weaker than France, of course, Germany, UK. So for me, it's the first step. Maybe we should meet other times during the year, maybe 2-3 times in other festivals. I don't know. Yesterday, all the people asked me 2 questions. Should I come at 9:30? Really? Yeah, you came, incredible. The second one, should I speak English or Italian? Since there are non-Italian speaking, unfortunately, yeah, we are very happy to welcome non-Italian speaking, but we have to speak English, so be prepared. I would start with production, calling a producer that produced a lot of short films, Daniele Segre, maybe with Daniele de Cicco, if he is here. Okay. Redibis film, please come, Daniele. Daniele's. Thank you very much. There are microphones. If you want to present quickly your company before, and yes, please.
Hello.
And the title of your intervention.
Yes. First of all, I want to thank Jacopo because
you are welcome.
Because I think this is a very important moment for the short. How he creates this moment since 3 years now, and that also helped our company that was born in 2012, starting producing a short movie, and with a goal also to grow and also to produce a feature film, but in the meantime, we still continue to look for new authors and producing a short movie. So we have now produced 6 short in different ways. It means maybe the first short was with a really, how do you say, artisanale, artisan. And then we approach the minister, we approach foreign companies, and then we actually have set up a model for us to produce a short movie. So this is actually we produce short, but not only, also documentaries, and then we are now producing a feature film, and also we did executive production. So we tried, and we work also with advertising. So we try to be a company at 360 degrees. But one of our focuses is the short movie. So if you want to add.
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
If you want to just
Yes.
read the title you sent me.
Title. I think we think short movies are very important because there we can try how we work. We can work with the writers, with the director, with the troupe. And so we did this in the past years with other countries, European countries, because we believe movies can be international, even short movies. The first one, we did it with a Romanian company. The title of the movie is Dreaming Up a Car. And the second one with Switzerland. It's Screwed. Sorry for the title, but that's how it is. Screwed. And the last one, named Unfolded, we produced it with a Lithuanian company. Because occasions like this are crucial to a sector who's narrow, still weak, as Jacopo says, but with an enormous potential. Especially in Italy, this potential is still to come, really. So we have to work on it. We have to meet, we have to discuss, we have to cooperate. Last year, we have the director here. We produced a short movie named The Line, Il Tratto, in Italian, with a brilliant cooperation with Valle d'Aosta Film Commission. And we are going throughout the world with it. So our name is widespread, the name of the director, the collaborations, and of course we are starting a new project with him, because that's the way we think short movies should work, as a sort of gymnasium for other projects. In particular, the last one, Unfolded, we produced it with InScript, a Lithuanian company, who believed in it. The director, her name is Cristina Picchi, had already worked with the DOP, Saulius Lukosevicius, and we really liked her previous work, entitled Zima. So we asked her about a new project and start working on it for several months. And then the Lithuanian came, and we made an agreement. We worked together on the script. They came in Italy for location scouting. We shot it in Turin. And a part of the troupe was actually Lithuanian, and we did the post-production there. I think this should be the way, not just looking to ourselves in Italy, but enlarge our view to involve other countries, other people, and give back the short movie his role, who's crucial. I really believe in it. It's crucial for the industry. Thank you.
I have a question. Since you are used to produce in Italy short films, you used to apply to the ministry, and so you know maybe better than me the main issues and the main opportunities of the new law. Can you briefly explain, please?
Yes.
What you think about the new law?
I'm happy about the new law in general. I think it's a step forward, but for the short movies, maybe there is still work to do. I think they are still too similar to feature films in terms of bureaucracy. It should be simplified, in my opinion, because of course there are less money, so applying and then following all the process is quite demanding. I'm not scared about demanding things, but it should be improved in terms of things that you have to do to complete the procedure. We are experiencing some troubles about it, so I really hope in the next few months we can improve the situation and simplify the procedure in order to complete it very quickly, because the money arrives quite late, and we know it's difficult for maybe small companies to anticipate it. This is a problem we are trying to cope with in these weeks, in these months, in order to make things quicker. We are now working good with local realities, as film commissions, etc. And we hope this model can be in some way exported to the ministry. I think the ministry is a bit slow, still a bit slow, comparing to our needs.
And did you get regional funds as well?
Yes.
In what regions?
Valle d'Aosta.
Okay, and
Puglia.
Puglia,
as well. We worked in Lazio in these years, and we worked well with them, very, very well, I must say. And I think this could be a very good combination if you can get to the ministry quicker, as I said, and then to film commission and regional funds.
I would involve Stefania Ippoliti if you can, because we have the head of the Italian film commissions, which is the association of the regional film commissions in Italy. If you want come, just to explain the approach, if there is an approach of the. Thank you, Stefania, for coming.
Can I add one thing about the minister?
Yes.
Because I think the new law, even if I have some bureaucratic problems, I think that goes in the right direction for also for short, because it becomes more selective. So they actually they
Which
give.
Is good.
Yes, I think that is good, because the quality also of the short has to increase, has to improve. And then I think that you are also, the producer is also forced to work better also on the applications, on looking for new stories, more professional. Because also I remember at the beginning when we did our first application. Yes, we did it, but no, it was not maybe the best application we did. So we did not obtain the fund. So, but then we understood also how does it work. So, and now the new law, I think that also forced you to be more professional, and then also to build the project like a small feature film that can prepare you to produce a more important project also from the financial point of view.
Stefania, you saw the law, you collaborate in a way to the new law, and you are also, as I said, head of the Association of Film Commissions. What's the strategy of the regional funds, and if there is a strategy, if you discuss about that in your association on short films?
Hello to everybody. Thank you to give me the chance to say what we are trying to do with our association. We are all together around a 19 film commission, public film commission, because we depend from the regions. And we have an open table to the General Directorate and the Culture Minister, because we try to be more organized in the same direction with all our different rules and funds and forms to apply, because as everybody here I suppose know very well, is not so easy, because we do have all different rules, and so this is something that adds some more difficult thing, as you said. And the way is not so easy, but so we don't have a common strategy about short films, but we are trying to find one, and so this is one of our targets for this year, the next year, I'd say. We have 3 targets. One is to have the same forms, the same words to say the things. It's a matter of lexico. I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah. It's clear. It would be really helpful to have the same forms for the application, you mean?
Yeah. It seems to be something that sounds easy and logic, but anyway, it's not so easy for us, as you know. We are a sort of Baroque touch with the law and with everything. And so we are trying to make the thing easier for everybody. And about the short films, I would suggest that we have to make up our mind about the possibility to have a way for distribution about this kind of films. And it's not so easy. We are discussing about this with the exhibitors. And you know that the audience in Italy seems to be not so ready to welcome short film in the theater. So we think that maybe we can make something together with the minister, with Jacopo and his organization, trying to make a sort of promotion about the possibility to have a short film on top of a feature one in all the Italian theaters, because what we think that we have to reach an audience for this kind of production, because as you can easily imagine, maybe we don't have so many funds, and we have to show some results to our regions. And so if we have a small amount of money, usually we decide to put all we have in something that is more and more, important, just to bring home some results that help us to have more funds. And so we are in a sort of a loop. And so I think, and I suggest that we can sit down together, trying to find a way to show what you are struggling to produce, beautiful things, trying to convince the Italian audience to be to take a good habit to sit down and look not to the publicity, maybe not to the, I mean, whatever, to the spots, but to look a couple of short films.
The problem is that publicity pays the cinema owners.
I know, but
so we have to find maybe a way to.
That's why I say that we have to involve the minister as well, because I think that if they put an amount of money, not a fortune, for the exhibitors to help them exactly in the way that we pay a spot, a slot for a spot,
yes.
just to give them a sort of a minimum or whatever, a small amount of money, and they could program this kind of short movie before they have the regular
it gives me
screening.
the opportunity to call Ludovico Piccolo from Artex Film. And they have an example, if you can come, with Artex. No, stay, please. Okay. I leave the floor and the seat to. Please, Ludovico, come. They do a theatrical distribution with short films, so in a way it's possible. Can you explain what you do with your company, please?
Yes.
Siediti qua.
Hello to all. Yes, we are Artex Film. We distribute into theaters, and we do it in two ways. We distribute packages of short movies linked together for genre and other themes, and we do, for example, a comedy pack, we do a horror package. And the other way we do is to distribute a short movie in front of feature. We do it, is a new thing. And for this reason, we are opening a new landscape for distribution for short movies. So there are some difficulties because we have to convince cinemas in order to do a new thing. So for this reason, we are asking also to audience if they like it. We have done some rehearsals in cinemas during the last year, and then we are going on.
You already told where do you do that? In what regions?
Where? Now we are discovering new cinemas in Veneto, in Piemonte, Valle d'Aosta, Lazio, and also in Puglia a little bit. Now we are increasing months after months our net.
Okay. How many films do you distribute?
So now we are distributing around 40 or 50 short movies.
Okay. If you have a question, don't hesitate.
Yes.
Just Italian films?
No, not only Italian, but also from other countries. Yeah.
The cinemas pay for the short movies?
Yes. So we have different ways to do it. We do for packages. We do a single ticket, normal ticket, like a movie. So we link the shorts. We do a single file of shorts, like a comedy package. We advertise the comedy package like a real movie. So we do a movie of 1 hour and a half. We make a trailer, we make advertising, and we distribute into cinemas. At the moment, for single events, but some theaters give us the possibility to do in the future for more than 1 day also.
But the single shot in the movie, when you show the single shot, the cinema pay to have the single shot? The cinema pay to have the single short or not?
Yeah, at the moment the cinema pays some money concerning how many people come to the cinema to see, concerning how many tickets he sells.
Okay.
There are some bureaucratic problems for this thing, and we are finding a different solution for different cinemas. So we are going on in finding new ways to do it at the moment.
I would call Adam as well. He's a producer and a distributor. Present yourself before, and you have a speech scheduled, but present.
Hi, everyone.
We can change.
Ciao Daniele. Da solo, non mi lasciate solo. Thank you to invite me to have a little speech with you, audience. And I'm Adam Selo. Ciao Ludovico.
Ciao.
I'm a distributor. I represent Elenfant Distribution. We are a team of distribution based in Bologna, but we work and we operate all over Europe and on the world, distributing films in festival and trying to have always more and more contact with buyers to give more and more life to our short films. I appreciate very much the work that Ludovico and his team is doing for the life of short movies. We love short movies and we believe in their life. We believe that short movie has a dignity that as the feature film, and audience is ready. I don't think that audience is not ready to watch short movies at theatrical way, and maybe the system of cinema is not ready to propose short movie at the theatrical. But I think in this moment we need people like Ludovico and the organization and distribution that also operate in that direction. And so what else?
You do just sales and festival distributions.
Festival distribution, and also we collaborate with Artex, and.
Since you know also the, other foreign festivals, and you are in touch with foreign buyers, what you suggest to change to build in Italy in order to improve, to boost the distribution?
First of all, I think that the Italian system should recognize short movie in general. The same people that work in this industry sometimes doesn't care about short movies. So maybe the starting point is this. Let's do it together, and let's open our voice, maybe, and try to convince all the industry that short movie could be also a business. It's not like just a starting point for a director. It's not just an operation, amateur operation. I think that all the professionals of cinema could work for to grow up the short movie industry, because there are many channels that are growing to distribute and to show short movies all around the world. VOD are growing up. VOD are maybe the best way in this moment to watch short movie.
Do you sell your short films to VOD channels?
Yeah,
with VOD platforms?
We do it, but with a little bit of sacrificing maybe sometimes our work, because it's very hard. There's a lot of work paper, there's a lot of contracts, and sometimes the revenues are so little, and there's not earn in this moment. But we have to do this in this moment, maybe to grow up, maybe to have something more in the future. And so we work proposing short movies everywhere. Everywhere we look, there's the power of, or the volunteer to do it, to make the short bigger in this moment. And I think everything is going up since 5 years, since 6 years. I do this job since 10 years, more or less. I started alone as a director who sent his ugly short movies to all the festival all around the world, and this was the starting point to create a professional way to do this, because I remember that 8 years ago, saying I'm a distributor of short movies was something unknown to the festivals. Paola or other festival representants maybe remember that 10 years ago, all producers and directors distribute their own film. So the image of a distributor in the short movie was something like shocking, you know. Sometimes people didn't recognize our role, our professional need, you know. So they exchanged me for a producer or for a director that's trying to distribute. But now things are changing thanks to the other distributions and movies, premiere films, and too much as in premiere and movie. So I think the power of this distribution that are growing up, and here also in Piemonte, Lights On, Artex with the theatrical, and I think a big team is growing up, other networks like Olbia Film Network. So I think we are all working in the same direction, and I think that something is missing, maybe the power of the union of this voice that has just one target: make the short bigger. And I think
make the short great again. Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's
since you are also a producer,
yeah.
Do you have an opinion on the new law?
On what?
On the new the nuova legge, the new law. Did you apply it for funds to the ministry?
In this moment, I think everything is proceeding a little bit slow, but I don't know. I don't have a real opinion. I just want to try to be part of this system and participate with our project and produce new documentary films and short films with these new opportunities. But no, I have I'm not here to talk about this kind of part of it for the short movies, but so the production. But I would like to remark the need of a strong distribution for the short film to make them more important in the house of the cinema, no? in the world of cinema, Italian cinema, and. I don't know what the other distributor thinks about this. We try.
Maybe we can ask Premiere and Zen,
Yeah.
since we have almost all the distributors here.
Yeah.
Just Lights On is not here. They are from Turin, but they work at the Torino Film Festival, so they couldn't come. And please, all the Italian distributors, Saverio and Virginia, ZenMovies, and Premiere Film.
Passo
Please
a Virginia.
introduce yourself.
ZenMovie.
ZenMovie, excuse me.
Hi everybody, and thanks for this opportunity to speak about very interesting points. I feel the need of saying so many things about this topic, because I think that this is a great opportunity to do something and to improve the situation. So your first question, Jacopo, was how can we make the Italian short films bigger, better? Because there is a comparison with the short films from abroad that have a quality level that's really high, really high. As a distribution company, we distribute Italian films and films from abroad, so from all over the world. And we receive hundreds of requests every year, and we only choose to select a very little number of short films to distribute, because there is not so many beautiful films to work on, and to work on with the biggest effort that you can put on a film, like if it was a kid, you know. So we choose like 15, 20 a year, and some of them are from abroad, and the level is overwhelming, you know, overwhelming. So I think that if we want to make the short films more important in the Italian industry, we have to work on quality. How do we work on quality?
I absolutely agree.
How do we work on quality? We work on quality if the talented filmmakers have the opportunity to access the funds and make big films. Because as distributors, we receive so many requests from short films that have been funded but are not distributable. And this is very disappointing, because I make an example, just an example. It could be this one, it could be another one, just an example. We are distributing Bismillah, which is the winner of the Davide Di Donatello Award this year, so it's is eligible for the Oscar. It's the Italian entry, official entry for the Oscar. And this film is, the director is called Alessandro Grande, and before Bismillah he made beautiful short films that were awarded worldwide, had very prestigious awards and selections, even Amnesty International awards, really important. He did not have the fund for doing Bismillah, which won the Italian Oscar. So it's crazy. And we receive all the time short films that have been funded by SIAE, Illumina, or the Ministry, or Nuove Maglie, which picks, blind picks the funded projects. And this is a waste of an opportunity. This really makes me passionate about this topic, because it's a waste of an opportunity. And we have filmmakers that are, maybe they are waiting for making their next short film that just don't know how to do, just don't know, and it's crazy. And also, the new law of cinema might have done some improvements, but I'm not sure that's really in the right position right now, because first of all, the category of short films is the same as documentaries. What? It's not the same thing. It's completely different category. Scusa? Animation.
Also the animation is in the same fund.
So first of all, separate the funds, separate the opportunities, because it's two different words. Secondly, who is reading the projects? Who are the people who read the projects? This is really a question. I don't know. I don't know the answer. But if what I receive as a distributor is a project of funded films that are weak in the script, not only the way they are made, because you know sometimes you can give a fund to a person that has a great idea but maybe didn't manage to direct it, and you know it's a risk for the fund itself. But you see that the idea is wrong. The idea is so many times, I'm not saying every year, I'm saying some majorly, but the ideas are sometimes attached to the way we used to make short films. 10 years ago, when only Adam was really the pioneer of this magic word, and but really the short films have changed since the last 2 years, or last year, even in the last few months. It's changing all the time. So we need to be on this path and on this process, and the people responsible of judging a project. So first of all, reading the script, reading the project, they have to be in the system of short films. So maybe it could be programmers of festivals. They know how to make a short film. They know what's the idea that can work. You know, I'm saying programmers, but I could say even the televisions, or I don't know really, that like not the teachers of cinema, or I don't know, the people who used to work in, or maybe you work in a field of cinema that's not in the short films. Sorry if I was so passionate.
No, you're right.
It's something I really believe in.